Hello and welcome to my first ever poetry reading. Thank you for being here. I've actually already filmed this poetry reading, but I wanted to do it just by candlelight, and it was so dark that the quality was so bad, like even worse than it probably is right now, because I'm filming this on my phone. Anyway, I've managed not to set my scalp on fire yet, so that is a bonus. Today I want to read from my January poetry anthology, which I made with you guys a couple of days ago, or like a week ago, and I've titled it That's Not Me. I didn't really think too much about this title, but I think it's probably a reflection of my denial that these poems are about me and my own experience. I'm not a professional poet. I don't even think I'm a very good poet. I'm just an enthusiastic and often sporadic poet, and I nevertheless wanted to read for you today because I think it's fun. So I have 12 poems to read, and the first one actually is not from this anthology, but I did write it in January. I just didn't type it out, so it's still in my book that I write in. Did I already say thank you for being here? If I didn't, thank you for being here. Another day has passed, another night has come, another day to add into my back pocket, to be forgotten about like an old receipt, only to be pondered over when it is found. Also, I haven't named any of these poems, none of them have titles, so I'm going to be doing them by number. So poem number 2. The gunk at the bottom of the jar, or glass or pot, whatever container, take a look at it, hold it. Take it in your hands and hold it. You cannot get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it, I promise. You can only love it. See it. See it for what it is. Stop trying to pass it on like it's a hot potato. It doesn't bite or burn or scratch. It has just been collecting there long enough, without attention, to start to mould and smell. Why cannot things unmould? It is not reversible. That seems unfair. Oh well, you must love it all the same. Poem 3. I gave birth. I gave birth to a little child, a tiny baby. I give birth all the time. My babies aren't like human babies. They are like zebra babies. They stand up straight away and run off into the sunset. They play by themselves and with each other, and they grow into beautiful creatures that I hardly recognize. They have their own lives now. I'm not jealous. I hope they are okay as all, for I birthed them and I am not very strong. So perhaps they will be weak too and fall, but they are beautiful. They are not me. They are beautiful. I read that wrong. Oh well. I really like using metaphor in poems and kind of trying to like say things without saying them. Because obviously I didn't give birth to a bunch of zebras. This is my favourite page in the anthology because of the photo and how it turned out. Poem 4. I sit across from you and search for something in your eyes I lost long ago. You don't meet my gaze, it's not hard. You stare unflinchingly forward, eyes resting an inch above mine. My energy leans forward, reaching out, like a mother reaching for their child, moving off on a departing train. Your energy leans back just behind your physical mass and stares unflinchingly forwards. I am in agony. You are not even here. I write lots of these poems when I'm trying to fall asleep at night, and poem number 5 I wrote while trying to fall asleep at night, and it's about trying to fall asleep at night. I feel like my body is being restitched, reorganized and restitched. It's the night time, so repairs have started, cells being replaced, old memories sorted through, thrown out. I see a projection of my life thus far, in tiny snippets, all familiar, sickeningly and surprisingly familiar. Hot, cold, the show reel plays in my mind, fragments of memories, some more real than others, none of them me, all of them me, like an overflowing vase. These are the ones that spill out. I have so many memories, it's a wonder I can hold them all, like a baby throwing toys out of a cot, someone rooting through an old cupboard. Things seem to be coming back a lot more now. The movie is playing 2x speed, the show reel becomes more chaotic, throwing up tracks long forgotten, maybe by mistake. Is someone looking for something? So many thrown up that in the dark, I lose sense of time as I'm surrounded by the past and the future, all in the present. Mostly experiences I don't even recognize, but some that are so familiar I want to scream. All of them me, yet none of them me. Poem number 6. I am not quite sure what is going on. Someone took the wheel at the last station and I can't quite get a good look at their face. Even if no one else sings along. Right. Surely I've got things the wrong way round though. Surely I should have picked a destination before I got in the car. Oh wait, I kind of did, so why are we going here then? This isn't the right direction, yet I can't reach the wheel. I've got my foot on the gas. Like a deer in headlights, I'm keeping my foot on the gas. Obviously, in England, we call it the accelerator pedal, not the gas pedal, but I thought gas sounded better. This next one is about creativity, and I really like how I formatted it on the page because it's like the text is not like to the left or to the right or in the middle, it's spread all the way across the text box, which means that some of the lines which have like less words, the words are like opposite ends of the page, which I really like. So poem 7. Fast-paced and manic I am fast-paced and manic. When it gets a hold of me, that is how I feel. Cannot stop for love nor money. I am not inside myself anymore. Not acting out of reason, but on pure feeling alone. Thoughts come to me like bullets, dots connecting like neurons. Boring. I can't keep up with myself, and then I lose it. The gushing turns to a dribble, a droplet. Where are you running, droplet? I can't even tell which way you move. Where is the water? Where is the pace? I cannot run anymore. The sprint is over. I was never in control, not in control of my own legs, nor my arms. I only watched in amazement from above, watching the scenery flying by, trying to take it all in, store it up to recount later. That line in the middle, the boring one, it kind of reminds me of Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock. I almost said Shakespeare. I almost always say Shakespeare when I want to say Sherlock. But you know when he like wants to get a new case and he's just finding like everything really boring, he's like itching. This next one is about time. Kind of. Poem 8. I feel at once here and there. It is Tuesday and then it is Sunday. What are these arbitrary words? I feel at once split between two planes, if not more, split between my head and my heart, my mind and my body. I have one foot in the past, one foot firmly planted in my head, and only a single eye for the present. I cannot possibly take it all in. Too much, all at once. Poem number 9. Darling, you are okay. You are a machine, not an animal. I mean, you are an animal, not a machine. There is no error in your coding, no fault in the manufacturing. As Mary Oliver says, let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. You may see what you think are fault lines, but you have been trained to look for imperfections. Plus, you have no internal mirror to see yourself with. You can only look from your strange position between body and spirit. Who is someone to tell you how your life should look, should feel? There is nothing to fix. You are an animal, not a machine. Don't be so hard on yourself. Look at me. Don't be so hard on yourself. So that's one I wrote for myself. This next one is the only poem in the whole zine anthology that is split into stanzas or paragraphs. And there's a moon on the page. It's all okay, small child of doom. The curtains haven't yet finished opening. The play is just beginning, small child of doom. Small child of doom sits up during the day waiting for the sun to turn just that shade of gold. Penny turning in one hand, clock ticks in the other. Small child of doom goes out at night, searching for strands of moonlight amongst the dusk, breath shallow in the chest accompanying the beat of the drum. Small child of doom looks at her hands, oh so small, and wonders why they are empty, searches in her pockets for her findings, which slipped through the seams of her dress, slipped through the seams of her heart. It's all okay, small child of doom. The curtains haven't yet finished opening. The day is just beginning, oh small child of doom. There are a lot of spelling mistakes in this poem, probably because I wrote it on the bus. Poem 11. The wave laps the shore, the moon turns, the sun burns, the heart beats, the body sleeps. The wave laps the shore, the moon turns, the sun burns, the heart beats, and the body rises. I added in the and at the end. I don't know if it's better with or without. The sun burns, the heart beats, the body rises. It's about rhythms in life and repetition. This is another one of my favourite pages. Black and white birds against the sky flying. Who knows where, not they, an internal compass guides them that they cannot see, we cannot see, God cannot see, though it is of God's design. Black and white birds against the grey sky, naked flesh, wet hair, heart beating. Enough now, enough. That was the poem I wrote to close the book, and that final line is taken from Love Actually, in that scene where the man is holding the card saying like I've loved you forever, and then at the door, I mean if you know the scene, you know the scene, and then he leaves and she runs after him and kisses him and then runs away again, and then he says enough, which is him saying like enough of this love or crush now, like time to move on. I just wanted to say as well that the Mary Oliver poem that I mentioned in poem 9, Let the Soft Animal of Your Body Love What It Loves, is taken from Mary Oliver's poem called Wild Geese, I think. It's called Wild Geese. And it's excellent, it's really good. So that was my poetry reading. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good day or night, whatever the time is for you. The first time I recorded this video was so cute because like obviously that light was not on. So when I blew the candles out, it was like video over. What is this? What is this life?